good, everybody? It's your boy, Kiki Rice, and we're back with another video. This time we're here with another game preview. We previewed NC State and USC. That turned out to be a phenomenal game, so we're going to preview number 6 Oklahoma traveling to California to take on the UCLA Bruins, who are ranked number 3. And this game is happening in the Golden One Center, the Sacramento Kings Arena. I can't wait. This game features some of my absolute favorite players in the country playing against each other, and I'm gonna be lit. Like, it's 10:30. It's gonna be a 10:30 Eastern time game, and I'm still gonna be up, like, just ready. Because typically, I'm not gonna lie, them 10:30 games, I'll be kind of sleep. This one right here, this might be my favorite game of the regular season. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This might be my favorite game of the regular season. Enough yapping. Let's get to why I'm so excited about this game. Like I said earlier, the players in this game are a huge reason for why I'm excited for this game. Like, on one side, you got Payton Verhulst, who is one of my favorite players in the country. Then on the other side, you got Gabby Jaquez, you've got Lauren Betts, you've got Gianna Kneepkens, who I've been high on, like super, super high on since she was at Utah. So, like, seeing all these players play at the same time, play against each other, and there's the matchups that we can see. Raegan Beers, Lauren Betts, phenomenal matchup. Payton Verhulst and either Gianna Kneepkens or Gabby Jaquez, phenomenal matchup. Aaliyah Chavez could be matching up with Kiki Rice, could be matching up with Charlize Walker, could be matching up with Gabby Jaquez. Like, the opportunities in this game are endless, and I think Zaya Vanna's going to have a great game. I think Sarah Williams can have a great game. Like, this game is going to be phenomenal because both of these teams play phenomenal offense, but they score at a high level, but they also can play great defense when they need to. So this game is going to be really interesting. Playing in a big arena like they are, I can't wait to see what that looks like and what the atmosphere sounds and looks like as well. I see that a lot of people have, or not a lot of, like the experts have UCLA in like a 75-25 split of like who they think will win this game. I think this game is a lot closer than people think. I think Oklahoma could very easily win this game. Granted, they're going across the country, but I think Oklahoma can match up with UCLA really well. Like I just said, like, they have plenty of matchups around the court to match up with them rather well. And I do think UCLA has to make sure that they're ready for the moment, because we've seen at different times in big games where they've either shown up and played phenomenally, or they've showed up and they haven't been ready right from the start, and then they have to like get into it. And I think this is a game that you don't really want to do that, because Oklahoma is a team that can get hot and go off quickly. And for both sides, honestly, Oklahoma wants to start quick too. You don't want UCLA to start quick and you start from trying to play catch up, especially on the road, across the country. But Lauren Betts, Raegan Beers is a phenomenal post matchup. They both excel in the post. They both rebound really well. They both have great patience and phenomenal footwork. Like, this post matchup is going to be really fun because they're both rather physical. I don't think they use I don't think they're just like straight physical, like straight muscle. I think they both use a little bit of finesse, which I think is going to be really interesting to watch. I want to see how Raegan Beers deals with the size or like the length disadvantage that she has. But she also has played against players like Cam Brink when she was at Oregon State. She's played against players like Kiki Rice when she was at Oregon State. So she's seen players of similar stature to Lauren Betts. Not to say that Lauren Betts is, just regular, because Lauren Betts is probably the best post defender in the country. So that's going to make this a very interesting matchup. Does either of them get into foul trouble is another big thing. And I do think UCLA probably has better depth, but I think what Oklahoma can do as far as like getting out in transition and running, they can use that to their advantage. Like, especially when you have someone like Lauren Betts, who Lauren Betts is still a really good like mobile big, but being able to try to run as much as possible to try to get down the court before she's down there, and being able to deter shots and block shots, I think it's big for for Oklahoma. And I think we saw that a lot in their first game, where Aaliyah Chavez, she'd get the ball and she'd just go. And I know there was a couple times where she did a little too much. I think she drew a charge once, and Payton went to her and was like, "Hey, like, we love it, but we got to slow it down sometimes." And I think like they both, they had a good conversation back and forth. As far as it looked like, I actually don't know exactly what they said, but it looked like they had a good back and forth of like, okay, like, I'm understanding what you're saying, but I saw this. And she's like, okay, but like, that kind of thing. And I think that's something that people don't really think about when they talk about freshmen coming in, and not just freshmen, like top freshmen, like top 5 freshmen ranked, whatever, coming in and just trying to figure out what kind of role they're playing, or if they still play like they're playing in high school, or if they play a more, like, I don't want to say sophisticated brand, but like a more, more disciplined brand of their style. And I think Aaliyah Chavez did a good job of doing a little bit of both. Like, she was able to play a little bit of her brand, but she was also able to play the way that Oklahoma wants to play. And I think both of those can be blended. I think both of those can be the same thing. And this is a big game for her. We saw Jazzy Davison yesterday have a big game against NC State in the second half. So this is her chance to go on the road, similar to Jazzy Davison, to go on the road and potentially have a big game against one of the best teams in the country in UCLA, who some people, which I'm one of those people, that has in the national championship game. So going out in this kind of game, and if Aaliyah Chavez is able to contribute at a high level, this could propel Oklahoma even higher than we believe, or than most people believe. Because if you can get the freshmen to have a ton of confidence and say, okay, I just did this to UCLA, I can do this, against any team in the country, that just makes your team so much better, because Payton and Raegan already have that confidence. Zaya Van has confidence from last year, but I think this is a big game for her too. And then Sahara Williams also is like, with Payton and Raegan, also has a ton of confidence. And I think Beatrice Cullerton is going to have a big role in this game too, because like I said, Raegan Beers is going to have to battle with Lauren Best down there. But I think being able to throw Beatrice Cullerton in there is big. I don't think Sienna Betts is back yet, so they'll have to deal with her in the post, but they don't necessarily have to deal with Dugalich, really trying to do too much in the post or anything like that, because Dugalich is more like a shooter post player. So I still think it's going to be really interesting to see how these matchups happen. And then the guard matchups, oh my gosh. The guard and wing matchups, like, I want to see who's matching up with her. So it's like Charlize Ledger-Walker, Aaliyah Chavez, potentially. I think they might have, like, Gabby Jaquez guard, Payton, Charlize guard, Aaliyah. I just feel like, I don't know. And then Gianna maybe Gianna guards Payton, and then Charlize guards Aaliyah. I don't know. That's what makes it so interesting, is I truly don't know, because it's going to be a lot of cross matchups. Like, both teams are going to run. There's going to be a lot of cross matchups. But like, if you could tell me, oh, what 2 players would you want to see have like a duel, like go back and forth scoring and playing defense on each other, it would probably be Payton Verhulst and Gianna Kneepkens, because I've been so high on both of them for the last like 3-4 years. Like, just being able to see that on this big stage, like, obviously it's not on like ESPN, but it's still on a national television stage of FS1. Being able to see that, and then people are going to be able to see, like, oh, like, I think people know that Payton Verhulst and Gianna Kneepkens are really good, but I don't think they give them the credit that they deserve, which is why I made the 2 videos that I made about 2-3 weeks ago about both players. 2 different videos, but like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm kind of yapping because of how excited I am for this game, and it's like, it's 10:40 a.m. on the Eastern time, so this game is a long ways away, and I've got all day to think about how this game could go and how both teams could play, how these different matchups could happen, because, like, oh my gosh, bro, like, this game could be like a 95-83 type of, well, that was a 12-point game, 95-91 type of game. Like, I think this could be either a really high scoring game, or both defenses play really well. Like, you just don't know in these kinds of situations, because a lot of times when you see 2 high scoring offenses, for some reason those 2 high scoring offenses don't end up scoring a ton of like, what was it, 2022? I think it was Stanford versus Connecticut in the Final Four, and I think it was 2022. I could be wrong. Maybe it was 2023. I genuinely do not remember the exact year. I think it might have been 2022 though. The year doesn't matter, but they were like 2 of the top teams offensively going in, and in that game, like, nobody could make shots. It was really nasty. Like, it was a really nasty game. But I don't foresee that happening in this game, because there's so many different options, and they play it different. Everyone is able to do something different. Raegan Beers can score in the post, can score in the mid-range. Lauren Best can score in the post, can score. And she's worked her way out to the mid-range as well. Like, that's something that I love about Corey Close, is like, she makes sure that her players are progressing, they're growing their game, not just doing the things that they're already great at, not learning new things, but stepping out and trying to build on to what they already have. Because everybody knows Lauren Bett's going to get the ball in the post, and she's going to be really hard to guard. But if you can get her to stop out to shoot that 15-footer, and she's able to make it efficiently, then somebody's got to come out and step out there, and then she has the advantage there getting to the rim because now that person is off balance. So, and Raegan Beers is capable of shooting from pretty far as well. Like she's not only just like a 15-foot shooter. Like she can really shoot it. So that's gonna be interesting to see as well. As like, does Lauren Betts guard Raegan Beers if she's out on the perimeter? Because if she guards her out there, then that opens the door for Aaliyah Chavez, Payton Verhulst, or Williams to get to the rim. So it's gonna be really interesting how both of these teams kind of try to match up and try to mirror each other in a way. Yeah, man, I'm excited for this game, bro. Like, y'all don't even understand. I'm so excited for this game. At this point, I'm yapping. I don't know what I have talked about and what I haven't talked about. I think this is gonna be a big game for Aaliyah Chavez. I think it's gonna be a good. This is an important game for Zion Van as well. Like I said earlier, but the matchup that I'm looking at the most is Payton Verhulst, Gianna Kneepkens / Gabby Jaquez, because I think it's gonna be some mix and match. But I mean, there's matchups all over. There's truly matchups up over, and I just keep saying the same thing over and over again. So I'm gonna end this so that you guys don't have to keep listening to me yap about the same things over and over again. But make sure you guys tune into this game tonight, FS1, 10:30 Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, lucky you get to watch it at 7:30. Loki, I went to San Diego for vacation in April. West Coast is so much better in terms of time. Well, West Coast might be just better, just flat out. But like I said, West game 10:30. Make sure you guys are tapping in with everything else that I've done. We did like a little semi recap of the NC State USC game. We're gonna be putting our power rankings out tomorrow since this game has huge implications in terms of who's gonna be where in the top 10. So I'll drop that tomorrow. But make sure you guys are tapping in with everything else. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys for tuning in.